Hello, welcome to Denmark in a lovely summer time. You might not be able to see the summer because, I mean, look at all these clouds. All these clouds this way and this way. It might actually rain soon. The clouds directly above us and all around us. I wanted to go for a bike ride because I thought, well, what a lovely day. And it was like 27 degrees Celsius, and I thought I could get a like very summery, nice movie today. But you know, it's Denmark, and sometimes the weather just changes like in 1 hour. I think it was 1 hour ago I decided to get ready and go make this movie. So yeah, sometimes you can't trust the weather in Denmark. You just have to like check the weather. Either you can check it every hour. You can see maybe it's gonna rain, or maybe it's gonna be more cloudy and more sun, maybe, so you can prepare. It's a good idea to, when you go anywhere in Denmark, it's a good idea to bring clothes, or at least an umbrella in case it rains, because it might rain at any point, even if the forecast has said something else. So the forecast you can't trust completely, and I'm just going on about the weather, and that's what we do a lot in Denmark. We talk a lot about the weather because it changes all the time, and there's a lot to talk about regarding the weather. It's also used as a conversation filler. Like if you can't think of anything else to say, you talk about the weather in Denmark. You just talk about the weather, because it's always something that you can talk about, and everyone experiences it all the time. So yeah, but let's go for a ride. Maybe the weather changes for the better, or it changes for the worse. I kind of think it might rain, but let's see. I can see the sun coming out of the clouds now though. Maybe we'll get some more sun. We'll see. By the way, this is going to be a trip that I make every month, and this is an experiment to show how the season changes in Denmark. So you get a video like this every month. And you can see how much it changes. Today I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, that's all. But later when the season changes, when it's not summer anymore, I'm definitely gonna need more clothing, warmer clothing. Clothing to protect against the wind and stuff. There's still a lot of wind here in summertime, but it's blowing while it's too hot to wear wind jackets and wind pants. If you wear wind pants and wind jackets, you're just gonna be constantly sweating when it's above 25 degrees. So it's not a good idea. And let's say in the summertime maybe it rains, but it's it's not a good idea to wear rain clothing because it's so hot. And what you do is just basically let it rain on you, and then after maybe 15 minutes the rain's gonna stop and you can dry off in the sun, and it's gonna be no problem. Like, you're gonna be dry pretty fast when the sun comes out. So this is one of the main roads, and we're now heading into the rural roads, or the farm roads. In a minute we will be going across like country roads where there's fields and some nature. And that way we can also see how the nature changes, how the trees change the colors. Right now everything is green, but in the autumn we're gonna have some other colors like green, yellow, red, blue, and everything in between, orange, and all the fields are gonna be different as well. The grass, I think the only time the grass changes is probably when it gets a bit more water. Right now it looks a bit dry, but it might get a little bit greener. And then when it snows, there's no grass, or you can't see the grass because it's covered in snow. What's going on here? Well, I'm gonna pass them, maybe. I guess. And here we go. This is the fields on the right, and on the left there's a computer shop. We can buy hardware for computers, and you can buy washing machines, and you can buy like everything electronic you can find there. And then on the right there's the fields. It's a bit contrasty. But now we're coming up to fields and farmland. Fields, farmland with a little bit of forest in between. Like you can see on the right here, there is some forest inside of the field. The whole field is not used for field or for corn or production or whatever. There's also a little bit of foresty nature. And here's the farm on the left, or the barn. And we come up to the farm on the left, the white house here, the white building. Looks like the wall is gonna be caving in soon. That does not look good. I guess the guy who lives there owns this field. Or maybe not, like, you never know, I guess. it's summer, there's a lot of wind. Or there can be, at least, if you don't have anything in between you and the wind. Here we have cover from the wind. There's a house, but when we get up past this house, I bet there's gonna be a lot of wind again. Yeah. Okay, we're coming up on another landmark. Like, I don't know what, it's a landmark, I guess. The train. In front of you, you can see the wires in the sky, or in the on the poles, held up by the poles, and that's for the train. It comes past here sometimes, and it's more exhausted. It's hard speaking and driving a bike at the same time. The train. Yeah, I hope we see some of the videos here. We see the train go by, because it's kind of nice looking. So yeah, but I guess there's no train today. And it goes from here into the second largest city in Denmark. Goes from here and right in there, and then it goes out to the cities. Like, I think it goes for maybe 14 kilometers before it goes back the other way, or longer. Like, and they're working on extending the train line. It's just a light tram. It's not a full-size train. It's what you call a tram, I think. A tram line. is basically a bus on rail. We also have a lot of buses, not out here though. Like these roads are for farms and stuff, but there's no buses going this way. They only go on the main roads. But we have a very good system for buses. It's a very good way of transporting people, especially if you're a tourist. You should use the buses. They will basically get you anywhere you want to go in and around the city. And people are very friendly. If you have a question about where to go, if you can't find the right way, just ask some random guy or some random woman, and they will tell you. And if they don't, if they just ignore you, just find another one. I mean, not everyone is that helpful, but it won't take you a long time. Maybe you have to ask max 3 people before you find someone friendly who will tell you. But people can also be too friendly. Like, even if they don't know, they might tell you some vague way to go and you might get lost, but then you can just ask again for directions. Of course, you can also use Google Maps if you have a data plan here. It shouldn't be hard to find rechargeable SIM cards if you need that for your phone for data. You can go to any kiosk or post office or like supermarket. They have SIM cards for everything. Okay, we're coming up on the main road again. Here's the end of the fields for now, and you can see apartment buildings on the right again, and some industry on the left. Comes the bus section. Here comes one of the buses. I'm gonna film it for you. It's gonna come up on the left now. One of the buses coming right now. See, yellow buses. It'll take you anywhere.